Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is my profound pleasure to introduce...
Roll one, scene one, take one, action.
Chris Markovich, I'm a street skater, and I'm here to instigate the mischief on tour.
Bam Margera, professional skateboarder. I'm here to cause a ruckus on the trip and annoy strangers. Bam! I gotta go.
Hey, I'm Brian Sumner, 21 years of age. I'm from Liverpool, England, and I'm a professional skateboarder. What else you want me to say?
My name is Danny Way, professional skateboarder, and my purpose for being here is to skate as much terrain as possible.
My name is Barry Zaritsky. I'm here hired for the safety of the skaters and the bikers and the crew.
My name's Jason Ellis. I'm a professional skateboarder slash commentator slash injure myself slash comic relief. Is that all right?
I'm Mike Escamilla, professional bike rider. My whole purpose on this trip is to try to leave each skate park walking and have fun.
Go. Can you please make sure that I'm off camera to the left of the screen, please? Robert Earl, professional artist, stylist, actor, Renaissance man, general artisan, voyeur, fashionista. I don't skate, I don't bike. I'm here to be. That's good, that's nice.
Hello, my name is Tony Hawk. I'm a professional vert skater and occasional street hobbyist. This tour was my brainchild, and I take full responsibility. I think the tour is hugely successful and much more than I ever thought it would be. It's unbelievable that we have this opportunity and that we can do it the way we feel like it should be presented and keep it raw, keep it pure skating, best skaters, you know, no hoopla, no extreme this, extreme that. It's just, this is what we do, you know, this is what we grew up doing. It just gives us a chance to do it better.
My theory with skateboarding is to explore as many different things with it as you can, you know? I know there's some other doors that haven't been tapped, and before I get too old, I would rather try to do as many things with it as I can. And that way, when I'm done, I go, you know, I got a lot accomplished with that, and I'll probably be stoked to retire, you know?
To be honest with you, this demo, being asked by Tony to come on it was a total honor, knowing that it wasn't a bike tour, and I got invited for the whole thing. I dropped everything this summer.
probably the best tour that you're ever going to be on, in a skateboarder's career anyway. Skating with Tony is, I mean, that's all you need to say.
It's so rad to have something in my life that's just so personal. It's so much about you. It's like this art, you know. It's like this brush, and you're just the artist. And you going out skateboarding isn't about doing it for someone else. It's just your expression, how hard you've worked at it, and that can only come with passion.
Living the dream, it really is. It's pretty cool.
I just love that people really appreciate that we're doing it and that it's real. Kona has a real deep history as far as being one of the only concrete parks left. You know, I mean, it was one of the main parks in the 70s, and they've updated different sections of it, but they've still kept all their cement in there, and it's really fun for us. You know, we grew up skating that stuff. So there was a lot of anticipation when we got to Kona.
I'd heard a lot about it before. It's been around for a long time, a lot of videos, and I rolled up to it, seen the place, just stoked to skate it. It was definitely impressive.
Kona has been a dream of mine for years, so I'm just glad to be out there skating and doing new stuff.
All time slowly turns.
2,000, 3,000 kids there. That's got to be like one of the biggest demos I've ever been to. Competitions have that many kids, but just for a demo, just to see skateboarding. Well, it's Tony Hawk, so what do you expect?
I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't think it was going to be that big.
From the times, even for the eyes. Midday they gathered one by
one. Are you surprised at the growth that you've seen over the years?
Yeah, very surprised. I can't believe how far skating's come in the last few years. This many people show up, it just shows that skateboarding's here to stay.
10, 15 years ago, it wasn't even a sport, it was just kind of more of a hobby. Talk about, I mean, the X Games. Obviously, you're traveling like a rock star here. I mean, did you ever, in your wild dreams, imagine being this big?
No, you know, we only hope that we could actually do it as a career instead of having to supplement, you know, our income with something else while still trying to find time to skate. So it's awesome. It's amazing. It was pretty much like, you know, NBA Finals or something where it's, you know, holding up signs of favorite guys and everyone's cheering.
Nothing
Alex was really disappointed because Alex got hurt during the street demo, and he has never been to Kona, and he was really looking forward to skating all the bowls. There's this big transfer out of one bowl into the snake run, and he couldn't. He could barely even walk after the demo, so he was real disappointed.
He's in one of those little foot brace things that I had on last week.
Chalmers broke his toe, I think.
It'll be fine. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe the next day. We're traveling tomorrow, so hopefully the next stop it'll be good. Yeah, and just ice.
On the East Coast, there's this real deep-rooted vert focus where people have been skating vert for a long time, and they really appreciate they appreciate all the old school stuff, and they appreciate new stuff, and they just love seeing vert skating. It's just raw, and you know, they're not just jaded by super tech tricks and things like that. So whenever we show up, especially in Jacksonville, they were just pumped on the vert demo. Barry said, "Let's do this."
I know who I am, and that crowd wasn't going nuts because Jason Ellis walked out of the bus. I can tell you right now, they were going nuts because a certain Tony Hawk was walking in front of me.
Hey, we sign my board?
Can you sign my board? I was about to tell you. But you know, it was good to be a part of it. You know what I mean? There was a couple of people like Ellis. I was like, yeah, do it. Yeah, guy knows who I am. Whoa. So you know, I was stoked on it.
Stampede. Where's Aaron? Aaron, you okay?
Everybody seems to skate better when the crowd starts going crazy.
For sure you want to go off, and you want to go off for the whole crowd. There's thousands of people there. You want to make them make noise.
Hate to admit it, but the more the crowd's into it, the more there is of the crowd, the further I'll go.
What an honor to have Danny on this trip, and here he is. We're just skating the vert ramp together, and Anthony, and it was awesome. We just went out on a mission.
The level that Danny and Tony are at is so much higher than mine. Like, I mean, the crowd doesn't really know it. If you can do big airs, the crowd loves it. So they don't really realize how much harder the tricks are that Tony and Danny are doing. But I realize it, so when I go back, you know, it's gonna be like, you need to learn some stuff.
Danny way. Tony and Danny, that's pretty much the the two gnarliest vert skaters I've ever, like, you know, when it comes down to it, they're the craziest guys. They're the guys that deserve the most credit.
We had Danny there. Danny was kind of an unexpected addition to this part of the tour, and he's such a ruling all-around skater that it was great to have him in there.
He's definitely the guy that you want for a tour like this because he does the street and vert and whatever there else is.
Danny is seriously amazing. He's just unbelievable, you know? It's rad to be around so many talented athletes.
You know, one of the technical vert innovators of the century.
Seeing Tony and Danny on the vert doing a bunch of stuff, that amazed me.
Tony and Anthony did a little doubles routine, you know, and I was just standing there. I was like, hey, let's try and do like kind of a, you know, spice one up and do something. I didn't think we were gonna make it first try, you know.
Yeah.
And I just threw something out there. He's like, all right, you know, if you want it, let's do it. All right.
It would just be a kind of a gamble if I'm gonna get speed out of that 5, you know. I guess if I don't, I'll just roll out. 1, 2, 3.
I feel there's maybe a mutual respect between us. I mean, I know that he's always thinking of new tricks and he's always wanting to do innovative stuff, you know. That's just the nature of his skateboarding, you know. And there's some guys that just follow what the other guys are setting the pace with, you know. And my view on progression in skateboarding is maybe his same view on it, you know. He gets bored doing the same old stuff, and it's fun to innovate or do things that you thought were impossible, you know.
If you commentate on skateboarding and you go, oh, that was a little bit sketchy, oh, you should know how it feels to get a little sketchy.
In Vegas, I get called out by Danny Way at the radio station that I should be dropping in on vert.
You dropping the vert ramp tomorrow, you're kicked off.
Wait. I think I have to drop in on the vert ramp.
That's
they're going to kick me off the tour.
So he's already booked changing his flight and everything.
Well, the call out from Danny Way was, Sal, you can't host another skate event until you drop in a vert ramp.
Sal should get the vert ramp dropping over with here. The ramp's like 2 feet tall, it's not even a vert ramp.
And so Sal said he'd do it. I ain't seen nothing yet.
What was that?
Sal's making big claims that he was going to drop in, and I didn't really see it, so I think we're going to have to let Sal go.
I really didn't think I was going to have to worry about it.
If he's going to be a host of a vertical skateboarding contest, that he should at least be able to drop into a vert ramp.
Hey everybody! Do you guys know who Sal Mazzichello is? You might have seen him on ESPN before. He commentates vert skating. Who wants to see Sal drop in on the vert ramp? He's never done it before.
I think they thought maybe they were just going to get away with just calling me out, but if they called me out like that and I didn't do it, I might as well just get on a plane and fly home. Like, I'm just ruined for the rest of the trip. So scared, I had no intention of even doing it. And my legs just started running in the air, and wham! I slammed into the transition. Ellis is at the flat bottom. Mike, you don't leave this ramp! Back up there! Back up there, you wuss!
Get up there! He's gonna slam. Okay, what you?
So, back up I went. Man, when I first made it across that flat bottom, kind of, but not up to the other side, and then slammed, it was like, yeah, all right, I can do this.
I wanted him to make it, but I really wanted him to get really like a good one, you know what I mean? A body smashing slam.
At this point, I realized it was literally all or back on the plane home, call MTV and beg them for a job because I'm done. I'm out of skateboarding. And I jumped off my board, and those guys jumped off the ramp and came and tackled me. It was my 900. Seriously, my dropping in, that was my 900.
I can't believe he made it.
The demo's over, and these guys have spotted out stuff during the day that they couldn't do because all the people were there, and they have to do it. Danny's trying to 360 over this gap that he hasn't done for 10 years.
I just wanted to do a couple of things that I had thought about for a long time, just from a session that I had there a long time ago, like back in '91. And back then I thought it was really big to do, so I was kind of scared to launch a 360 over it.
First one he pretty much had, but he just bailed it because he didn't know what it was going to be like.
The takeoff and the landing are really only a matter of which angle you take off, so you can't really judge it until you're in the air. And when you're in the air on a 360, you don't have a lot of time to look where you're going to land. So it's all about really just trusting your feelings, and I mean, that's crazy.
Every time he'd mess up, he'd be walking in pain, and I'm just like, see Barry over in the corner, like, his knee slid down and his shoe got caught on like the rough cement, and he had 2 big holes, and I could see his feet bleeding.
I had to take my shoe off and put a bunch of stickers on top of the holes in my socks, just so I could get a couple more tries before it ripped through the stickers, you know? I was trying to run out of one of the ones I tried, and the cement's really grippy. My foot just turned sideways and I rolled my ankle.
He was just laying there like in such pain, and I'm just like, oh man, he's not gonna be able to skate. Barry hooks him up, and then he just went back up and made it.
Was that 360 air?
Yeah.
Totally missed. And you missed his ankle so bad, can't even walk. Gets mad over there, gets up and just busts it.
Everybody was just so amazed because of how much pain he was in, but he wanted to do it so bad. Like, you could see him, he's like, I'm not gonna give up. Like, I gotta make this.
This is definitely one of the biggest tours I've been on. The RV is huge, amazing. The amount of people that go to every demo, the turnout, everything is so big. I feel like if all the demos like they went today, with that much show, with everyone putting so much in, it's gonna be the best tour I've ever been on.
You okay, man? You alright? Yeah, he's alright. I'm holding it. You alright? I got my t-shirt, please.
The crowd in Kona was definitely the biggest crowd we've had so far, and they were awesome.
I gave so many autographs today. Kids were coming up to me with like rocks, signing a rock, signing a bottle cap, signing an ice cream cone.
You got some serious fans.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, English flavor.
We love them big, but it starts to get overwhelming, you know, when you just can't even walk 10 feet without like, sign this, sign this, sign this, sign this.
Tony!
I was actually at the Children's Hospital with Danny and Tony, and that was so much fun for me to go, like, just make these kids smile.
It's sad to see kids, you know, in that situation in their lives, but I think it's amazing that people hook programs up like that for kids.
Hey Shane, how's it going? Tony, this is Riley.
Those kids seem really stoked to talk to some people, and I mean, definitely getting, you know, some spark.
You better not write any like love letters on there if someone else is gonna get it, you know? Up in the air? Oh, it's fun.
my little friend Brittany, you know, hi Brittany. He said, "What's the matter with your hair?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? I worked on this for 4 hours today." They're so happy when you come and see them. I would love to do that in every town.
Thought it was a pretty cool experience to go in there and make a kid that has got cancer or whatever feel, you know, good and go, whoa, that was cool. I met some guys like, you know, the skateboard I see on TV sometimes.
Skateboard? Yeah, skateboard.
You've been on TV?
Sometimes, yeah.
It was great, and they were so excited to see us. It was fun.
From what I know, this amusement park has go-karts, laser tag, water slides, alligators. All of those ingredients mixed with our crew is a recipe for someone getting arrested, probably.
I myself didn't get kicked out of anything. I was just with these other dudes who were getting kicked out of everything. I was just following them. Everybody's up, running around at the top, like, just doing who knows what. Turn around, and I see Ellis, like, coming at me with this huge raft, and then it just hits my foot and pops me right in the nose. It hurt real bad.
I think Rob just has his image to uphold, so you know he's got to have the harem, and he's got to have the slippers and the robe and the glasses and the massages.
I like to be pampered. I have been on a bit of a diet, but I splurged that day. A lot of cotton candy, a couple hot dogs.
Yeah, we did feed some alligators, and Sumner almost got his leg bitten off. We were trying to be brave and get in the water with him a little bit, and he was feeding him hot dogs from the middle of his toes.
It was impossible to get kicked out of the water park. I jumped off the slide from the second story into a 3-foot thing. I was jumping off bridges. We shut down one. Everyone's running around.
The bottom line is, instead of like, okay, ride all the rides, the goal was like, do everything that the sign says not to do at each ride and you win a prize.
I'm busting the 180 and going in the other direction. That's what I'm gonna
I have to take my hat off to BAM and Rooftop. First of all, those guys are separated at birth.
What? You're serious, right? Totally serious. You know, I'm just too old for that stuff, man. Someone's gonna get hurt. Pretty much the funnest time I've ever had at an amusement park.
I don't think that Adventure Landing Water Park will ever be the same after Tony and his merry band of bros came to town.
Bam Margera, he's probably gonna pull something out of his sleeve that's gonna be exciting in some way.
Bam's a ruler. I love Bam. I can really tell that he appreciates his time on Earth.
So we're on the 6th floor, which is the top floor, and it just happened that our room was right over the deep end of the pool. Somewhere around 9 o'clock, there's a knock on our door. Open the door, and there's Bam and Rob, and they're like, oh, can we borrow your room? We want to jump off the balcony. Bam had already scoped it out, and I'm trying to find my digital camera. All of a sudden, he just yells at Barry,
Want me to come down there?
come on, Barry, ice this, and he just jumps. I was a little nervous to watch him do it, but I knew that he's done stuff like that before. The thing that amazed me is once he hit, I mean, his head barely went underwater and he was up. He was fine. Yeah, I scraped the scab off my hand. It was like, my knee would have like broken my rib cage, you know, if I even tried that. Crazy. Riley loved it. He was telling me that he was contemplating it. Yeah, right. My family is coming on part of this trip, and that's gonna be really fun because I get to experience that with them, and instead of being lone dog on the road as usual. It's really hard for me because if I don't take my family, then I don't see them, you know, in the summertime, because summertime's the busiest time. It's a challenge, you know, it's a challenge to take the family and all the responsibilities. You know, Spencer's not even 1.5.
No diving. No diving.
Yeah. We manage really well. I mean, Aaron is amazing.
How fun. And they got upholstery you guys can't really wreck. That's good.
We can wreck anything.
The kids are great. They're not like little screamers.
Spencer wants some juice? No. Okay. He's a little quick on the draw. He's supposed to.
I have fun really hanging with Riley. I kind of got the job as au pair.
I need you to do me a favor. Yeah. Just keep an eye on Riley for me. Okay. Right?
I was like Riley's little keeper in a sense.
I gotta skate here, but because this is where all the crowd is.
And I'm honored by that, you know, Tony and Aaron feel that I'm responsible and can be responsible for Riley.
If you want to go over there, I can ask Rob to go over there with you.
I seriously am like security.
That's the thing about having Riley on board. He's not gonna just sit on the bus and not skate, you know? Skating's in his blood. He has to go skate. He wants to skate when we have days off. He can't believe that we take days off and not skate.
It's not like having your normal family on the tour. It's the Hawk family.
I wouldn't trade it for the world because I'd much rather have him there.
Tony, I hope he has 10 more kids by the next tour.
I had actually just found out about this new park in Duluth a couple months ago because I met the guy at another skate park opening and he told me about it and I said, oh, we could fit it into our tour. And so we went from probably the oldest skate park that still exists to one of the most brand new parks.
Okay. I can't do it.
Hey, what am I? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is Jason Ellis, and I'm with Robert Earl, and you're listening to Live 105, The X-Park. Is that it?
6 stories into an 8-foot pole. How was that? It wasn't too bad, actually.
So you're definitely 100%.
Yeah.
Will not be skating?
No, I will not be. No, I'm not. I'm not going to skate.
It's a Monday in Duluth, Georgia. So who knows?
It's kind of hard to just sit at a new skate park and not look for the lines, because that's what you do when you're skateboarding. So I was kind of standing around not showing, but just asking
certain skaters to do certain things.
So Alex is calling people out on stuff that he would have probably just done, no problem.
And maybe suggesting certain things to be done on obstacles.
Bam, dropping off the hydraulic jack made the crowd go crazy.
I mean, that thing's it was like 9 feet above the ramp. And he just went for it, slammed, got up, landed clean. I mean, crazy.
Push my wife.
Personally, my skateboard, where I'm from, Liverpool, everyone just skates everything. So you get ramps, blocks, rails, everything. I feel like seeing skaters, looking at America, seeing the skaters skate the things they skated, definitely people like Danny Way and Tony, definitely Jeff Rowley and like Jamie Thomas, Andrew Reynolds, Heath Kirchhoff, just a bunch of people just influenced me so much.
Well, the highlight of the demo was absolutely Brian Summer. He was going off, doing everything that the kids wanted to see. He destroyed the street course. He had like 1,000 maneuvers.
Every rail, every ledge, all the hips and over the box. He flipped his board over everything.
Encyclopedia of rail tricks in the matter of 40 minutes. Brian pretty much nailed every hard trick you could do out on the street course.
You can achieve anything if you have a passion for it. I definitely believe that.
The park design was great. I mean, it had all the elements, handrails, pyramid, launch box, vert walls, vert ramp, mini ramp. It was great, and I think it was one of our best street demos by far.
Is that a diss? Wow. All right, fine. I see how it is. I'll just do my skating, you do your announcing, all right?
Anthony is a talented skateboarder and he's slowly beating me. I couldn't beat him in a contest right now. No way. I just jump off things now. That's all I do.
I like to just do what I can do the best that anyone can do it. Kind of my goal is to just keep progressing in contests and learn tricks and travel. Do this Tony Hawk tour again. People that don't do a lot of tricks do the tricks that they do big and better with a lot more style, and that's kind of like what the roots that I came from.
But the people who say that they don't really know you. I had to learn what comes first, and you do. Nothing in this world is gonna sway me. bloated this whole trip. Having a little trouble. I think I'm retaining water.
Tony Hawk. Everything, 900, anything. Life's a joke to him.
The guy has got so much ability to put things together, combinations of tricks, and he's just really, really consistent. He's like a cat on a skateboard, and there's not too many other people like that, you know, that have the ability to be able to throw down as much stuff as he does, you know.
Tony especially can just go to anywhere and rip it and make whatever, that could be the worst ramp ever, and he'll do everything he did on the best ramp the day before.
He gives me inspiration to go off and do things, and I guarantee, I mean, you feed off each other's energy, and I think it'd be fun to go and experiment with him, you know?
This last week unfolded, the show was airing on TV, and the hype was just getting bigger and bigger, and people wanted to really see the exhibition, so they were coming out in droves.
George's demo went off. We got a couple more injuries.
Danny bailed a 360 over the box, and next thing I know, he's just laying there, just hovered over his knee, and I just knew, I knew that he twisted it or he tore it or something, because he's had knee problems in the past, and he knows if something is really, really wrong. It wasn't like he did it on something that he considers real big, you know, he's just trying to 360 this box, and he stepped off it wrong, and I just I feel partly responsible. I'm so thankful that he came, and I feel bad that he got hurt, but he's such an athlete. I mean, I know he'll come back.
I'm going home. Sorry, guys.
But Brian, we need you. You're a good skater. You can't go.
My wife needs me right now. I'll be back.
Next time we see you, you might be a daddy.
I will be a daddy.
See ya. Hopefully we'll get someone else to come in and fill the gap, and the bus just keeps going. I think the tour is hugely successful and much more than I ever thought it would be.
It's still about going to the skate parks and meeting the kids and skateboarding and showing them what you got.
It's way more than I ever expected, and I'm having too much fun. The drives were super long, but they just seem like a blur because the crew is just always energetic.
Life on the road, rule. Small road, give it to me.
We're 2/3 of the way through the tour, and things just kept getting progressively bigger and better. The crowds were amazing. Skating was all time. This is what I've dreamed, to have skateboarding get to this level. I've held up this far, and I think I can keep going. I'm ready. I'll just sleep on the bus. The next 2 stops, Wilmington and Providence, are gonna go off. They're super excited crowds there, and I've heard Providence, they're already having to turn people away, and we're not even there yet. You can't keep up with the bus, you're left behind.